So say hello to Sophie cat. So Sophie's a 16-year-old lady. Black and white, gorgeous little girl. She's tiny. She's a little girl, aren't you, on the table here?
How old is she?
So 16.
16.
Just said she's 16. And she's come to us because her coat, it's not pelted, it's matted. So the difference is it's these sort of little tufts rather than a whole solid clump. So I've had a good feel of it and I've just been chatting to Mum. I think we're going to be able to comb most of these away. I did start while Mum was here, just having a little go through the coat, and you can see already what's come away from her there and down on the floor, which is pretty amazing from such a little girlie. So I'm using the molting comb, and all we're doing, we're just going in very gently, and we're just getting in, see how these are coming away nicely? We're just going in behind these. So I'm holding the skin, and we're just teasing in. Good girl. So we're just going in and going in, and we're just easing these out. Now these were left, obviously they would end up pelted into massive huge clumps which would need shaving, but at the moment we've caught her just in time to get these away. And she's being a really good girl there. I've put her on a towel with her being an elderly lady. And she's lying down for me, which is nice. We've got the fan on to keep her cool. And it's just a case of doing a little bit at a time. So what I've said to Mum is, if she's not very keen on being groomed at home, just do a quarter section at a time with her when you can, and just run through with the molting comb, because she'll be clear of any mats as of today, and then this will just keep an eye on anything, and Mum will be able to feel anything starting again with her coat. And then once she's done the comb, she can just run over her gently with the molting comb, the molting brush, and just get the nice condition through her coat. And get her own oils through. She's a little bit of a dry sand, you can see all the flakes of dandruff on her. Good girlie. So it's just a case of teasing them and just being patient. There you go. And some of them will just pull away with your fingers. What a good girlie. So she's on special diet and she's under the vets for kidney problems as well, aren't you, Sophie? You're doing well. You are. So it's just all about getting the technique right, because she's a short-haired girl. It's just a case of getting under these little clumps and teasing them away. Little bony shoulders. She's always been little, Mum said. She's like, whenever she looked at other cats, she always thought Sophie was tiny in comparison. She is. She's a little tiny little thing. Aren't you? Oh, he's a good girlie. Let's get over this hip then. See how the coat now looks different. So we've now got a smooth coat there, and then you can see all this is a bit little clumps. Oh, this side you can see is in sort of little clumps. Over here it's not smooth. So we know this side now is clear. And that would be nice for the Zoom Groom to go over now because the clumps are gone. No real point putting the Zoom Groom over the coat when it's clumped because you're not doing anything really. You need to get these clumps out first, or this matting. But I mean, they're coming out nicely. Aren't they, Sophie? You've been a good girlie.
Just watching you.
I know, there's a couple more, a little bit more stubborn here because obviously this is where she's lying. You watching? Good girl. So here's little Sophie. Like a little glamour puss now, aren't you? So all those mats have gone. You can see how lovely and smooth the coat is now. And it's going to be a case now of Mum doing the Zoom Groom over her, and then all her own natural oils will start to come through. Now you can see what's come out of her. A huge amount from just such a little girl. But that was all dead hair that's come away just with the molten comb. So it's just having the technique to keep on top of it. So she's had a good thorough going. She's had all her claws done, belly done, all round her bum, and we finished her off. She's had some oatmeal cut through her, and she's just had a little bit of peach spray put on top just to give her a nice scent. Haven't you? Sophie, you good girlie, aren't you? Hey. And she says, I expect this pampering from Mum now when I get back home. Hey. So I just want to get the comb under that chin. She's very stiff, lifting her head up. Aren't you? Hey, little elderly lady, aren't you? Hey, all stiff. I know how you feel, Soph, trying to get out of the bed in the morning. Yeah. There you go, good girl. You're going to look at all your fans. Hey, look round there for me. Say bye-bye to everybody. Good girlie.